What's up, bitches? Welcome back to another episode of Life's a Garden. Today's positive motivational message is live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love! I mean, honestly, YOLO. You only live once. Go out and live your best life. You do you, boo. Because you only get to do it once. Go out and be a strong, independent person. I know you got it in you. I'm here with you. YOLO, live, laugh, love. Enough said. Okay? That's all there is. That's all I got for you today. We got a big episode. We got a lot to unpack, clearly. So why don't we go ahead and just get right into it. It's episode 170 of Life's a Garden. Yes! Thank you all for joining me again on another episode of Life's a Garden. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, follow on all platforms. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Help grow this garden. Tell a friend about it. Go check out the old episodes. And stick around for the ride. What a great day. A great day indeed it is. Fall is officially here. We are officially in the month of October, which means it's spooky season. So, of course, I had to adapt. I had to fit in. We are rocking the official white girl uniform of the month of October, of the fall season. I had to get on board, you know? I had to adapt. I had to see what the fuss was all about. And a white girl uniform would not be complete without a pumpkin spice latte. Now it's official. We got it official right here. I have, honest to God, never tried a pumpkin spice latte until right now. This is officially my first pumpkin spice experience. And I will give you an honest review. Because like most men, or most people, I would assume, that aren't a basic white bitch, the pumpkin spice has kind of become it seems overblown. It's kind of become a running joke. And, you know, I've always been one of those people who doesn't want to make fun of something without trying it first. And I'm guilty of that. I've done that, especially with pumpkin spice. I've done it with a lot of music, a lot of bands. So let me go ahead and give an honest review. Like I said, I will be upfront and fair about this. And then we'll see. Maybe I will get on board with the train. Maybe I won't be a hater anymore, right? So here we go. First sip of a pumpkin spice latte. Honestly, not bad. It's not bad. Definitely sweet, definitely pumpkin-y. Not necessarily my brand of beverage, especially when it comes to coffee, but it's really not that bad. So I probably shouldn't be hating nearly as much as I have been in the past. Fortunately for myself, I did go out and get myself an iced Americano just to preserve whatever is left of my manhood after today's episode. So, cheers. Now, that's as hard as it gets, brother, right there. Preserving a little bit of the old manhood. Oh, and by the way, don't be getting on me here, right? About he's a sexist. Look at him making fun of women. It's 2023, okay? Calm down. This is what men look like in 2023, all right? Have you seen a Disney movie lately? So, I'm not portraying nothing really. I mean, I'm just a gender fluid man for the next hour, and then I'll fluid back to being a normal guy. But no, I mean, don't accuse me of anything. Don't assume. You're gonna assume something about me in this. If anything, I'm being racist against white women. But we all know, in 2023, you can't be racist against white people. So we covered all our bases. We're good to go. Bam. I must say, I kind of get why the gals dress like this, because I do feel an overwhelming sense of entitlement wearing this. I get it. I feel like a bad bitch right now. I feel like a sassy bitch. I want to tell you to fuck off. Get your manager. I've wanted to do this bit for I wanted to do it last year, to be honest, and I just failed to come through with it. So I've been waiting to do this bit for over a year. And I thought about doing a wig and even some makeup, but your boy's going all natural today. I'm rocking the natural look, okay? You see these? You see these tits? All natural. I'm a natural A cup. Do the boys like it? It don't matter, because your boy's got that wagon on him. I got my tightest jeans on, popping that ass out there. That's what the guys like, okay? Don't worry about them natural A's. We got the natural beauty right here. Natural A cups. We're ready to roll. We're a bad bitch today. It's spooky season, baby. Yas Witch. I'm really not upset about this. I kind of wish I was. Starbucks not a sponsor, by the way. I really wish I was more upset about this, but I'm truly kind of liking it. It's just because it's the uniform. It's the outfit. If I was dressed in my normal clothes, I'd probably hate this, right? I'm embracing the character. I'm going full method actor here. All right, let's get into it, huh? I figure I probably need to just start off by addressing this right off the bat. I know you guys are all probably wondering, if you're a longtime listener, I'm a huge Broncos fan, right? And I talk a lot of shit sometimes. I have a tendency to be, I have a tendency to always be optimistic when it comes to the Broncos. And while I knew the Dolphins were going to be a tough matchup, you know, I did not expect it to be an absolute blowout. So, as a man, maybe today, we'll see. I'm willing to admit defeat, and of course, I'll embrace the wins, but I gotta talk about the losses too. And with a loss like that, it bears being talked about, right? So here I am. I'm going to address this right now. It was awful. That might have been one of the absolute worst experiences of my life, having to sit through that game. I sat through the entire game because at some point, there was one point in the game I was like, dude, I can't watch this anymore. It's so atrocious. It's so abysmal to sit here and watch my team get slaughtered like this. Since the 60s, no team has scored 70 points. Dude, our defense looks abysmal. And I can't believe Vance Joseph did not get fired immediately following that game. Truthfully. How do you drop 70 points? Now, we had a couple turnovers. That wasn't the difference in the game. There was a couple of blown calls by the referees. Wasn't the difference in the game. We had a few miscues on offense. Wasn't the difference in the game. No matter what you break it down to, if you get scored on by 70 points, if you lose the game by 50, all blame falls on the defense. The defense absolutely gave up. They did nothing. You can't blame anybody else. It's all on the defense and the defensive coordinator. So how does a guy do that bad and still get to keep his job? Now, I don't know the rest of the staff. I don't know who else is on the books. There's got to be... Sean Payton could call a better defense than what Vance Joseph called. Nobody was in their spots. Nope. They ran for 5 touchdowns and they threw for 5 touchdowns. That's never been done before. Mike McDaniels, the head coach of the Dolphins, who, by the way, I do like. I think he's a great coach, and I like him as a person. He was a Denver ball boy. He grew up in Denver. We didn't even as much give him an interview. I like the guy. I wish he was our head coach. Instead, we went with Nathaniel Hackett last year, when we should have gone for Mike McDaniel. Blew the pooch on that one, huh? But Mike McDaniel was up in the stands, having fans call the plays. Why weren't we doing that with our defense? A fan could have called a better defense than what Vance Joseph called. It was honestly, I truthfully mean this, it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to watch in my life. As a Broncos fan, as a true fan. And, but I stayed because it's moments like that, you're like, being a Broncos fan, I need to suffer a little bit. Sometimes you punish yourself physically, you slam your head against the wall. I chose not to do that. Sometimes you verbally assault yourself, you fucking idiot. Like, why the fuck did you choose this team? God, fucking idiot. Sometimes you do both. You do physical abuse and emotional abuse, verbal abuse. Instead, I elected to go with the emotional abuse by continuing to watch the game, sitting there the whole time saying, we deserve this. I deserve this for being a bullshit Broncos fan. They let us down. Absolutely embarrassing. And the bottom line is, we're down 3-0, or 0-3, I should say. Things could be worse. It can always be worse. I mean, I don't know how you could be worse than a 50-point loss, dropping 70 points. But it is what it is, man. We move on. We go to the next one. I mean, look what they did to me. Look what these goddamn Broncos did to me. I'm dressing like this. 1 week after the Broncos get blown out, I don't even know what gender I am anymore. That's how much they fucked me up. What can I say? What can I do? Is what it is, I guess. And now we play the Bears this week. The Bears, now, we lost by 50 points. We allowed 70 total points. Over 700 yards we allowed. And yet somehow, some way, we are still not considered the worst team in the NFL. That title belonged to the Chicago Bears, who the Denver Broncos will go face this weekend. Tomorrow, or yesterday, we will have already faced them once this comes out. I am telling you right now, if the Denver Broncos lose to the Chicago Bears, I don't even know what you're going to expect me to dress up like next week. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's not going to be good. I'll tell you right now. It ain't going to be good. So, buckle up, folks. Let's pray to the gods that the Broncos pull off a win, because I might just be sitting here stark-ass naked. Just birthday suited up. Sticking into the football world, of course, got to talk about Taylor Swift, because when you wear this uniform, you gotta be a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie now. Remember a couple episodes ago, I was talking absolute trash about Taylor Swift. Not anymore. I'm on board. We got the pumpkin spice. We got the Taylor Swift rocking on. Gotta embrace it. Like I said, full-on method. I'm a Swiftie now. However, Taylor Swift has elected to date, apparently, I don't know if it's been officially made, but it would appear as though Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the tight end for the star tight end, I might add, for the Kansas City Chiefs, are apparently dating. She attended the football game, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole big thing because Taylor Swift is the biggest person on the planet right now. We got to address a few things about this, okay? First of all, a lot of these Taylor Swift, it's kind of a running joke, like, she put Travis Kelce on the map. Let's calm down with that real quick, okay? Travis Kelce is a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He is the best tight end in the NFL right now, better than a lot of receivers. He's on every other commercial. Something weird's going on here, all right? Because Patrick Mahomes was the guy, and somehow Travis Kelce is he's gone above Patrick Mahomes' fame. He's the guy who catches the balls from Patrick Mahomes. And somehow Travis Kelce has of course the Taylor Swift thing just threw him over the moon. But even before her, he's on every other commercial. I know he's got the podcast with his brother, and shout out to Jason Kelce. I like Jason Kelce a hell of a lot more than I like Travis Kelce. But he's everywhere. He's blown up. And now he's apparently dating the biggest star in the world. I do have to admit one thing about Taylor Swift. Now, I stand by my statement saying that I don't care how big her show is, like how good her show is. It might be the greatest show on earth. It really might be. I don't know. I probably wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much as a star-craving fan. Maybe if I was wearing this, I'd be all in. I stand by my statement that the ticket prices and the amount people were paying to go see her show was unbelievably insane. It was way over the top. Just not necessary. It's unreal. Like there's no human being on this planet worth seeing for that much money. I went to an NBA Finals game cheaper than Taylor Swift tickets. I could have gone to all those games for the price of one Taylor Swift concert. Isn't that nuts? That's insane. But I will admit this. Because apparently, her tour increased it helped the U.S. economy. That's how big it was. I take nothing away from her popularity. I take nothing away do I understand it? Not really, but it is what it is. I can't take anything away from it. I respect the game. Hey, people want to like what they want to like. That's cool. I do think it's a little absurd, and I don't know. I just feel like there's bigger, better artists that deserve as much attention, if not more. It is what it is. Nonetheless, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are supposedly dating. She was at the last game. She's apparently going to be at the next game. And because of that, ticket prices for the Kansas City Chiefs game have more than doubled. Simply for the fact that Taylor Swift will be in the building. She's not going to be on the field playing or cheering. She's going to be in a box, in a single corner of the stadium. She will be up in a box watching the game. And for that simple fact that she's even going to be there, ticket prices have doubled. Now, could you imagine being just a regular diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan? Actually, let me go ahead and change that statement up. Could you imagine being an absolute piece of shit Kansas City Chiefs fan and just wanting to go to the game? Like, you just want to go to the game. You don't care about Taylor Swift. You didn't expect Taylor Swift to be there. This was never part of the plan. And you're trying to buy a ticket, and you're like, what the fuck? These tickets were $300, $400. I mean, these are the defending Super Bowl champs. I'm sure the ticket prices were already astronomical. You put Taylor Swift in the mix, now you're paying $11,000 or $1,100 just to go see a regular season Chiefs game? That's unbelievable. Because these Swifties are insane. The NFL, the NFL fan base has increased just because of this. Because there's all these Swifties that are coming over to the NFL now. I mean, we'll take you. We don't care. NFL fans, you can be a fan of the NFL. I don't care what you like beyond that. But it's unbelievable the following she brings. I can't hate on it. I really can't. It is what it is. It really is insane to think about the fact that her tour boosted the U.S. economy. She's now increasing the NFL. When I heard the Instagram followings, I don't remember the numbers exactly, but it's like the NFL has about like 25 to 40 million Instagram followers. The Kansas City Chiefs have like, I don't know, maybe like 5 to 10 million. Taylor Swift has over 200 million Instagram followers. That's unreal. So her fan base already is increasing the NFL fan base. I mean, the Broncos play if she goes to all the games, could you imagine? And then eventually it's not going to work out like usual, and she'll end up writing a song about Travis Kelce. I actually like Travis Kelce. I honestly have nothing against him. He seems like a really cool guy. He just plays for a team I hate. That's all it is. I think he's a cool guy. He's a great. I have him in 2 of my fantasy leagues. Like clearly, I think he's a good player. So no hate on either of them. Congratulations to them. But fuck the Kansas City Chiefs. I stand by that statement every time, and that will never change. All right. I've been wanting to talk about this. We gotta talk about the Lauren Boebert situation. Lauren Boebert is a congresswoman from the state of Colorado. My home away from home. She is a Republican congresswoman. I can't remember if I think she's a representative. Republican, ran on Christian values, family values. That was her political campaign that she ran on, was family values, Christian values, things like that. Lauren Boebert attended a local showing of a play, Beetlejuice play in the state of Colorado. I think it was Denver. Attended this play with a boyfriend and was asked to leave. Was removed from the show for vaping during the performance, videoing, which I would assume is illegal, just like a movie, being obnoxious, talking during the performance, and groping her boyfriend. Inappropriate touching by both parties, by the gentleman and by Lauren Boebert. And video surveillance showed that she was giving him a hand job. Had her hands down his pants. And he was squeezing them titties. Now, there's a lot we got to unpack about this. We got to unpack this, okay? Because there's a lot we got to break down. First of all, let me just say this. There is nothing more hilarious to me than a Republican Christian woman yerking off her guy pal while the play Beetlejuice is going on in the background. I'm just picturing this. Just her reaching down his pants to, just giving this guy a deep old handy J to 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Like, what the fuck? It's showtime. Like, first of all, let's go back even further. To attend a play about Beetlejuice is already kind of insane. I mean, I've never been much of a play person myself. And if it's a play about a movie, just go watch if you want to grope each other, if you want to get handsy, go home and watch the damn movie. Right? I understand you want a night out and whatnot. But here's the thing. Here's the real thing. And this is proof of all of it. Christian women, hell, Christian men for that matter. Well, men are disgusting creatures no matter what religion or anything like that. Men will fuck anything, anytime, anywhere. Bible thumping, hardcore Christian women, especially middle-aged Christian women, are probably the kinkiest women around. Because there's anybody who is like overly repressed in their sexuality or like, you know, sex is bad, like, you know, deviancy, whatever. I bet behind closed doors, they are the absolute wildest women to be with. God, could you imagine like a 25-year-old hardcore Bible thumping Christian woman? So repressed, just wants to get those demons out. God, exorcise me, baby. Get these demons out of me. Like, and that's the most hilarious thing, is the fact that she's like this hardcore Christian politician, probably super judgmental out in person, you know, abstinence and perversion is everywhere, and yet she's jerking off a guy in public. Now, here's the ultimate thing, okay? So all that being said, I have all the utmost respect for this. She lost nothing from me. Lauren Boebert might have just become my favorite politician on the planet. And I hate politics. I hate politicians. If you don't know what Lauren Boebert looks like, go look up a picture of her. Because, god damn! She's like in her 40s, I think. Dude, MILF. Absolute MILF. So now all of this, while it sounds so crazy, and it is crazy, all of it, it's cool with me. It don't bother me. I would rather have my politicians be contradictory MILFs jerking off dudes at plays and vaping in the middle of a show and then coming out and saying, Christian values, perversion is everywhere, and blah, 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 and totally contradicting themselves. I would rather have that than my president or fucking what's his name falling asleep at the podium. Mitch McConnell just like freezing up because he's 100 years old. Dude, I'd rather have 40-year-old horny ass Christians as my politicians than these 80-year-old dudes that are like nodding off. 100% every day. Bro, Colorado fucks. The fact that she's also the Colorado representative, she's a congresswoman from Colorado, my home away from home, glory be to God. It's truly one of the greatest things ever. Like, repping the home, go Colorado, baby. Colorado absolutely fucks. Not nearly as bad as the, Lauren Boebert ain't sucking nearly as much dick as the Denver Broncos or the Colorado Rockies, am I right? But God, we wish she did. Oh boy. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. I can't believe that she was asked to leave. And yeah, dude's like squeezing her boobs and stuff. And she was like, and apparently it was like their first date. I'm like, damn, woman. Like, that's what you do on a first date? Sign me up. Sign me up. If she ever decides to get out of politics, and she could have an OnlyFans tomorrow. These are the people that are running our government, folks. We're doomed. Could you... So, I got a funny story for you. The other night I'm out at the bar. I'm at the Crystal, my usual hangout, right? And I'm just sitting there with my pals. I think we just got done watching the Thursday night football game or Sunday night, one of the games. We got done watching the game, came over to the Crystal. We're hanging out. And there's a gay gentleman there. Comes walking up to me. And like I said, I'm with my buddy from work. And he just comes up and he goes, "What kind of arm workout do you do?" And I just, me? Yeah. I was like, just normal stuff, curls, triceps, things like that. And he just looks at me and goes, "Cute." And my buddy looks at me just like aghast, right? And I look at him and I'm like, "Bro, you don't understand. That's the best compliment you could ever get." Like, people have this crazy misconception that, oh, just because a gay dude complimented me doesn't mean I'm gonna fuck him. Doesn't mean he's gonna fuck me. Him giving me a compliment, like, granted, yes, he probably did want to fuck me. That's a compliment too. Hey, as I said before, dudes, don't care what religion, what race, what ethnicity, what anything, what sexual orientation, men will fuck anything. Whatever they're into, they're gonna fuck it. They want to fuck it. That's just how we are. And that's what I was telling my buddy. I was like, dude, the best compliment as a guy that I could ever receive would be from another guy. Because A, dudes are going to call it like it is. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to be straight shooters with you, right? And especially physically, guys look at other guys probably as much as they look at girls. Like, I see a guy walk in, I'm looking at his shoulders, his chest, I'm like, a guy appreciates a good physique. Now, also, that gave me a huge confidence booster that my workouts are going well. I told you I was going to stick to it. I have. I'm feeling good, and I'm getting hit on by gay guys. Bam! That shows progress. Like I said, just because a gay guy compliments you doesn't mean I'm going to go fuck him. That doesn't make me gay. It's the best compliment in the world. And I've been complimented. I've had dudes hit on me many a times before. And I'm always what's the word I'm looking for? Obliged. I always appreciate it because I know it's a big compliment, man. And so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of that story. Now, if I was wearing this out, mercy. Somebody help me. Because, well, normally I wouldn't appear to be gay. What if this right here was the episode where I came out? What if this was the episode where I, this was my coming out party was on this episode. And then to end off that story about I actually did go fuck him. Like, that's how I end that story. And here I am now. I decided after that Broncos game, I'm like, you know what? I am gay. Like, that's just the end of the story. I'm gay now. The Broncos are so bad they turned me gay. Mercy. Yes, bitch! Let's see, what else can we talk about? Fuck it. Okay, so let's just keep rolling on the train of feminine topics here, because of course now I'm a fan of The Bachelor. It's my new favorite show, right? The new season of The Bachelor, because they always got to add a little something different, kind of spice it up. We've reached the point now where we've had enough Bachelors, and by the way, I do want to mention this. In all honesty, I have never watched an episode of The Bachelor. It's not my thing. I got sports I gotta watch, I can't keep up on everything. Apparently it's a good show. People have watch parties for it. Guys, girls alike. I've never been a huge reality show guy. That's just never been my cup of tea. It's never been my pumpkin spice, right? So, the newest season of The Bachelor is the Golden Bachelor. And that is a very polite way of saying the Old Bachelor. This season features let's call middle-aged gentleman. Looks to be in his late 40s, early 50s. And he will be courting the same-aged women. 40s, 50s, so on. We'll call them MILFs. Okay? And my thought of this is, why? Like, they're just running through it all. I don't know, to be honest. I think they've done a gay bachelor. I'm not 100% sure. If they haven't, they're certainly going to. And I'd be shocked to find out if they haven't yet. It's just interesting to me to think, like, now we're here watching... Now, The Bachelor's... Okay, bottom line is, I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you. Bachelor's supposed to be about a bunch of hot people trying to fuck. That's what the show's about. Nobody wants to see their dad try and fuck a bunch of moms. And that's what this is. You look at these people, and you picture your dad and your mom and all this shit. That's not what people want. People want to see hot people. That's what The Bachelor's always been. It's a bunch of hot people trying to fuck. But now, we gotta watch these old people fucking... What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? How are you gonna do any challenge? I don't even know how the show works, to be honest. Do they have challenges? I don't know, man. It's beyond me. I just thought it was very interesting that, like, now we're on to the Old Bachelor. Next, we're going to have the Disabled Bachelor. It'll just be all... I mean, they already have that show! Love on the Spectrum? Bro, is that TLC? Because God knows TLC puts out the craziest shit. I bet it is TLC. Love on the Spectrum, man. So they already have that show. It's autistic people or Down syndrome or autistic people dating each other. It's like, why are we monetizing this? Who wants to watch that? And I know people are like, oh, but it's cute. Is it? Or is it sad? Let's have the para bachelor where everybody's an amputee or somebody's missing a limb. Why not? Just have everything. Just have it all. This is the little person bachelor. And don't think that that's offensive because they got at least 2 or 3 little people shows out there. They got a show about everything. Now, Old Bachelor has nothing on MILF Manor. We already talked about MILF Manor before. But God help me, that is the greatest idea for a reality TV show. It's horrifying. It's despicable. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious, brilliant, must-see TV. Still have never seen an episode of it. And also, recently, HBO just acquired the UK reality TV show. Now, this is the dating show of all dating shows, right? Naked Attraction. I have HBO is about the only place you would be able to service this, because HBO is pretty raunchy. They allow a lot of like pretty wild shit. You know, you go watch Game of Thrones, the first season, there's at least tits in every episode. You got tits, incest, dongs hanging out. You know, you get the whole thing. Naked Attraction. And by the way, I think it only just came out on HBO. Like, they've been running in the UK for years, but they only just came out with this show, or on HBO. It's already the #1 show. Gee, I wonder why. If you're not aware of what Naked Attraction is, the concept is you have a contestant, male or female, and then you have 6 people that are vying for a date, right? And the whole idea is you're choosing the person you're going to go on a date with based solely on appearance. This is basically live Tinder, except the twist is they're all naked. And of course on the show, they don't blur anything out. It's so let me, before I get any further, there's 6 contestants. They're all hiding behind a curtain. First round, the curtain goes up to show their waist, so you either see dong or vag or an ass. Round 2, then they eliminate somebody based on that. Round 2 comes up to the chest. You see tits, you see abs, you see all that shit. Goes up to the face, you know, and then you eliminate as you go. And then for some reason the 4th round is voice. You listen to their voice and you base it on that. Now, while a lot of people would be like, sounds like a good show to me. Get to see a lot of titties, get to see a lot of asses and dicks and whatnot. It truthfully is kind of hard to watch because you're eliminating people based on appearance. So you have to look them in the face every single time if you eliminate somebody. It's like, oh, I don't like this person because they're a little fat, you know? Or yeah, and they choose the weirdest shit sometimes to eliminate people on. It's like, oh, I don't like short hair, or oh, she just looks too many tattoos. She looks too punk rock or whatever, you know. All these random things. Like, I remember one on the voice round, they're like, oh, she just has too manly of a voice. I'm like, Jesus. Now, granted, it's the UK, so a lot of them have those disgusting accents, so I understand. But, God, I still couldn't say it to somebody's face. And then the contestant the person has to get naked, and then I can't remember if the other people... Also, the other awkward part of it is they're going up to each contestant, and the woman who is the host is like, what do you think of her pussy? She got some tight lips, huh? What do you think of her thighs? A little thick, huh? What do you think of these tits? You like the nipples? You like the areola? Do you like a big areola, or do you like the bumpy braille ones? Like, how do you what's a good sized tit for you? And I'm like, God, this is so weird. Could you imagine being asked that in front of the people? It's a little awkward. It's kind of tough to watch. Entertaining nonetheless, but still. And honestly, the funny part about that show, I knew about that show long ago because the only place they had it available here was Pornhub. And one time, my friend Mac, I believe, is the one who told me about this. And me and him, seriously, no joke, sat and watched multiple episodes of this show on Pornhub. We're just sitting there. We watched full episodes because at that time, I'd never heard of it. And it was like very interesting and intriguing. We weren't even watching for the nudity of it because you're seeing a bunch of dicks too. And like not my thing. As much as that compliment from that gentleman, I appreciated it. It didn't sway me just yet. As much as the Broncos did disappoint me, it hasn't swayed me to the other team just yet. It's gonna take a little more than that. This drink, not. We're pushing the envelope. We're getting closer. Not quite there yet. Despite my appearance today. But yeah, we found that. We watched a few episodes. It was just interesting. And like I said, a little bit cringy. A little hard to watch. So yeah, Naked Attraction. The new hottest show on HBO. I couldn't even make it through a full episode this last time I was watching. I seriously couldn't. God, I'm getting all jacked. I'm double fisting these coffees. I'm getting jacked up. Double fisting, baby. By the way, though, don't forget the coffee rule. And actually, so if you're not aware, if you're a newer listener, the coffee rule, the best way you could possibly order coffees. Now, normally, and I kind of went backwards on this today. My normal ace in the hole coffee order. You get 2 coffees, right? Especially if you're doing it in the morning with breakfast. There's just a reminder for everybody out there. It's been a while. An ice cold coffee. An ice cold coffee. What the fuck am I talking about? A cold, sweet coffee. Whether that's a blended drink or on ice. You get that with the flavor, vanilla, caramel, whatever you prefer, pumpkin. You get that over ice, or you get that chilled. That's your cold beverage. And you get a hot black coffee, a strong coffee, or an espresso, or something like that. A hot, strong coffee. Because then you're getting that bitter, and it's hot, and it warms you up. But then when you're eating your hot breakfast, you got that nice cold sweet. It balances it out. Now today, I went with the hot and sweet, and I went with the cold and dark. The cold and bitter. Just getting all jacked up on. I am Cornholio. That's usually how that ends up going, right? In the show. All right, what other topics do we got for the day? I guess we could end it off with this, okay? So, apparently, the writer's strike is over. I wasn't aware of this. I don't even know if that's truthfully the hard-hitting facts. What I've been made to understand is that the writer's strike is over. If that is true, then the story is less relevant, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Well, I guess the Jimmy Fallon story isn't technically it's still a thing. I want to focus because there's the Drew Barrymore side of this too. Drew Barrymore decided she was going to come back and do her show without writers, which would have been atrocious because I love Drew Barrymore. I just don't think she has it in her to just kind of riff. She probably needs writers for her show. And her show is super wokey and stuff. But whatever. Nonetheless. She got a bunch of flack for wanting to do that. How dare you? She's trying to put food on her cameraman's table. She's got a bunch of people on staff that probably need to get paid. This has been a whole big ordeal. A lot of people have gotten fucked over in this. I give a shit anyway, but that's a lie. I care about people. I want people to make money and to provide for their families and shit like that. And that's what Drew Barrymore wanted. And that's what she was trying to do. And yet people were like, you monster. How could you? You're going to betray the fucking WGA? No, she's just trying to help out her crew. Anyway, that story was whatever. I thought it was overblown. And of course she came out and apologized. And just stick to your guns, man. You were going to do that for a reason. Why not just stick to it? Right? Whatever. Moving on, Jimmy Fallon. The Jimmy Fallon story comes out. Apparently, similar to the Ellen debacle from way back when. Obviously, the Tonight Show hasn't been going on because writers and all that were on strike. And a bunch of staff members, writers, I suppose, or whoever, not really sure who, came out, and it wasn't a bunch, but a couple, came out and said it was a hostile work environment. And made all these complaints towards Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon seems like the nicest guy on the planet. Seems like a nice, genuinely nice guy. I can't remember the specific details of what they said was a hostile work environment. But I can't... Hang on just a second. I have not been able to wear my headphones because of this hat. So I just wanted to make sure that we weren't going this whole time and there was like fuzzy or something like that, because that would have really pissed me off. Because we're almost done with this episode. Anyway. Whatever the details of them saying it was a hostile work environment were absolutely so minuscule that it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. And somebody was quoted as saying, this was always a dream job of mine, and it just really hurts to have a dream, like your dream job be tainted like this, or to have your dream job not be quite the dream you thought it was going to be. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker, like, that's your dream? Your dream job is getting Jimmy Fallon coffee? Your dream job is writing jokes for Jimmy Fallon? No. Your dream job is to be Jimmy Fallon. Your dream job is to host The Tonight Show. Let's be completely honest and transparent here. Don't act like your dream job is to be in the background. Your dream job isn't to be the fucking cameraman. It's to be the host. Or, even better yet, to be a guest on The Tonight Show. That's everybody's dream job. You want the fame. You wouldn't be in Hollywood working for a Tonight Show or a talk show or whatever because that was your dream. You didn't move there to be like, oh, I'm going to be behind the scenes of a show. No, bitch. Everybody wants to be on camera. Be real with yourself. Don't act like your dream job was crushed because Jimmy Fallon looked at you sideways, or because Jimmy Fallon got cut off in traffic and came in a little irritated and told you, like, not now. I can't talk right now. Or that he was maybe slightly rude to you one time ever. Now, if he took the coffee that you gave to him as your dream job and was like, this is disgusting, and spit it in your face, okay. Now we got a space here to be upset. I doubt that was the problem, but I bet you won't be working there anymore. I bet your dream job just got turned into your unemployed job. It's just insane that people are so entitled. Like me today. I feel it, folks. I feel it. I'm feeling my white girl pride. God, I understand it. I'm embracing it. I'm being part of the community. I'm joining the community. Thank you all so much for letting me, for embracing me with open arms. I mean, it just means so much it's overwhelming, really, to be embraced and to be part of a community of women who are just honestly so loving and caring and accepting. No, if anything, I'm gonna lose subscribers for this. I'm sure there's a lot of salty bitches out there that are not pleased with this. Because, yeah, people don't like when they get made fun of, or it's almost kind of like become the whole, like, you know, this truly is the outfit, right? Cardigan, hat, scarf. This is the fall uniform. And it's hilarious that, like, even though it's very trendy and it's like the thing and people do make fun of it, that these gals still go, they're like, oh, doesn't matter, we still got to do it. we gotta be unoriginal. We gotta be the least original people on the planet. Oh man, yeah, probably gonna get a lot of hate, but who knows? Maybe it's all in good fun, folks. We're just here having fun. It's a funny bit, just trying to make light, make fun, have fun. Hey, if anything you can take away, if you're a basic white chick out there, if there's anything to take away from today, any positive thing, it's that I think you won me over on the pumpkin spice. I didn't hate it, didn't love it, but definitely not as bad as I give shit for. So, hey, you won me over there. I would have never tried it if it weren't for this bit. So, you got another soldier in your pumpkin spice army right here. Folks, that's going to be it for today's episode. Much appreciation to all of you out there. Thank you for listening. Please, again, like, share, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. It really does help us out. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had some laughs. Like I said, this is one that I've been wanting to do for, God, over a year now. So I hope it paid off. Let's do a little recap. Let's not forget. If the Broncos lose, and we'll know by the time this comes out, next week's episode could be an absolute disaster. You thought they fucked me up this week with this? They might really fuck me up this week. So, shout out to Colorado, dude. Colorado absolutely fucks just like Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert, number one politician in the United States right now. Gay compliments are the best, gentlemen. Don't forget it. Don't be offended by it. Embrace it. It's the shit. And of course, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Because we already know life's a garden. Dig it.
Just gotta keep on